Everybody, and welcome to the Weekly Fix. As always, I am Neil. This week, big news. Can-Am announces the Maverick Sport. GoPro's got a new camera for you. There's a new app if you're a traveling motorcycle rider, and Polaris has issued another recall. Alright, if this is your first time watching the Weekly Fix, as always, we're going to give you some news every week in the power sports world and all kinds of other shenanigans. So please click, follow, watch, whatever you got to do. We'll keep making them. Alright, so Can-Am's big announcement is the Maverick Sport line, which if you're holding your breath thinking there might be another X3 monster coming, keep holding your breath because that thing is good anyway. So, but this is going to help out on those guys. This is more of a trail rider's version. So 60 inches wide. You might remember the Maverick XC. That's kind of where this is going to trump that unit. This is going to be the new toy out there. So has all the LED lights. Looks like the front of the normal Maverick now, taking that new stance and look, but of course smaller, a little more trail friendly. So you got two models. You're going to have your Sport and then your Sport 1000R. So Sport, you have a base, 75 horsepower. Then of course dynamic power steering is the next model up. Those two. Then we're going to jump into the 1000R. That's your 100 horsepower, which of course will have dynamic power steering. So keep an eye on these because I mean they make sense. Tons of good accessories are ready to go with these guys. Can-Am definitely knows what they're doing on that end of the spectrum. So you know it's coming. It looks good, and this is one of those ones where hey, you know, not everybody needs a big toy, but this will get you going out there. All right, so GoPro has announced another new camera coming out, but don't worry, this one is built to be the right price at $199. So we were talking about this earlier, and this really is going to be the camera that answers the question of, holy crap, the Hero 6 is expensive. Well, this is literally half the price. You got your 2-inch color display, your H2, as we call it, H2 proof to 30 feet, voice control, all the good stuff you're used to. But keep in mind that this camera will not record at the speed or the quality the 6 will. So that brings up the discussion is it worth it to go to another $200, $300 more to get this camera? But we all know GoPro, they work phenomenal. I love them. We all use them here. So for $199 for really a full size just called the Hero, might be the way to go, especially you know strapping on your motorcycle, whatever else you're going to do, your UTV. Camera makes sense to me, but again, hey, they had to take care of themselves and they made a camera to make it work for everybody. Alright, so about a month ago we brought up some news about Ducati hosting their 25th anniversary monster ride in France. Well, we got the news for you, and they broke a record, which is impressive. So imagine 517 monsters united, and all kinds, rarities. There were some one-offs that were made, never released, that showed up through Ducati, and everyone got to take a big victory lap around the Paul Ricard circuit. So pretty cool to see that. Who knows, maybe another 25 years, they'll do it again, and maybe they can double that number. Alright, so if you are familiar with Airbnb, where you can rent someone's home essentially and stay there for a weekend or whatever, there is now an app for us, for the guys that ride motorcycles, called Twisted Road. I think it's a cool idea. Me personally, I probably wouldn't rent my motorcycle out, but here's how it works, is obviously you got to have insurance. At the moment in the US, 35 states are doing it, and there's about 350 bikes, even in Alaska and Hawaii. You contact Joe Smith, you want to ride his bike, you rent that bike, and what's nice is Twisted app will actually cover up to $15,000 of that, so if damages or anything do happen, you will be covered as the owner. It's another way too where we were kind of chuckling is if you're having trouble making your monthly payment on your bike, maybe you rent it out for a weekend and that should probably cover that. So he didn't really list the fees on there, but I mean I'm assuming it's like anything else, it's probably $100, whatever it may be. But it's an interesting topic because all of you out there, your Harley, your Ninja, whatever it may be, would you rent it out to somebody and let them go for it, or maybe not? So it's a great idea. If it gets bigger, I mean, it's only going to get more popular, especially across the U.S. and then heading over to Europe, everywhere else, where you can just show up, ride a bike, and go for it. So it's a great idea. We'll see how it pans out for them. All right, so if you haven't heard by now, there is a little public service announcement for you as Polaris once again has issued a recall. Razors, I think it's 2014 till now, turbo, non-turbo. Make sure you go to your local dealer, get the VIN checked, see if your unit falls underneath that. And if you're a Slingshot owner, looks like 2015 to right now, there's a recall on those two. So just make sure you get your units in there, get them checked, get it taken care of. Polaris is standing behind it, but it is a little bum that, you know, once again, we got a recall. Hey, and I want to remind you guys, two huge things happening this week here at Burt's. Euro sale, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Ducati, KTM, Husky, you name it. If it's from Europe, it's on sale. And we are doing our Orange County Invasion ride. Be here. Look for Larry Garcia. All the ladies love him. That ride will be happening Sunday. We'll see you then. I would now like to invite you to Clip of the Week.